I had to make up at the same time. Welcome to the Dumpster Fire, the show where we pretend everything's improved, yet in reality, we are way further from step one than we have ever been. I am a fat ass. This guy's a bald man. And we are here to talk playoff football and all the horrible madness that goes with it. We need to do a live update with this man right here. He streamed his feelings and his apathy and his just sheer depression.
Hey, look. We're not going to talk about that. We are going to laugh at the Cowboys. I have also forgotten about that game. Okay. Well, there's nothing to remember here about the Giants got their asses whipped. Like, I kind of felt that was going to happen. I thought that maybe they'd be competitive, but everything that I needed to happen in that Giants game did not. And yeah. We did not show. We beat teams that we should beat all year, and then we got our asses kicked by a team that was clearly better than us. And yeah, it's done. It's over. But can we laugh at the Cowboys? Okay,
absolutely. That's an American pastime. That's like it's the day where you laugh at Notre Dame or laugh at Toronto losing in the first round. Mm-hmm. That's what the Dallas Cowboys losing is about.
Yeah, and it's like this.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Very true.
All right. The first super chat that I see is probably the funniest one is Tucker White 94. So how the hell was that last place supposed to work? I've watched it over and over again, and I can't make heads or tails of the thinking behind it. All right. I have never laughed so hard from
I'm just sitting there like
thinking about a particular play. Like, why didn't they just line up for a Hail Mary? Right?
Not even a Hail Mary, just line up in a traditional fashion. I think they were apparently trying for a hook and ladder. It was a weird way to do it. Why would you have Zeke Elliott as your center? You have one lineman and they blitz two. They're already doomed.
I think in that case, though, right? So after the ball snapped and a completion is made, doesn't everybody become eligible to pick up the ball? Like,
yes.
So then still. So I would think that short out to who caught the ball. I don't even remember.
It was Kevontae Turpin.
Yeah. So if Turpin catches the ball, he probably would have lateraled it back to
probably to Zeke or something like that. Yeah. But even then, like nobody even moved. It's just like, okay, what the problem is with the blitzing defender, Dak was forced to overthrow it. And it was a bad throw. It's just like, so the receiver's completely out of position. Defender makes a great read, smacked. And it's just
Did they think that San Francisco was gonna call like a cover 11 and just not hit Zeke Elliott in his face? Of course he got hit like that.
He got pancaked.
Oh, fucking hilarious!
Honestly, dude, you and I would have probably had the same outcome if we were center snapping that ball. We would have just been pancaked.
He just gets knocked over. And
honestly, he's not doing anything as a running back. Might as well try him as a center.
Right. I guess I don't dude, when Pollard went out, that was like the beginning.
It was brutal.
Of the end.
And the sad part is Pollard was going to get paid. He probably lost millions of dollars.
He's still going to get paid though. He just got hurt. But he just got hurt. It's not
But
he'll
probably get at least like 8 to 10 mil a year, but this is
and Gold is perfect again.
Been huge.
I thought that was something else. My bad. I gotta edit that down.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Got Fetty Bomb for the cheapest. Jesus slammed his penis in the car door.
Yes.
I work from home in my home state, but all my coworkers are from Dallas, Fort Worth. They were cocky as hell the week before, as all Cowboys fans are, like a certain screen recruiter. My boss, Eagles fan, and I had a field day on Monday. Best comedy since Blazing Saddles. God bless.
Look, man, I've never seen, like I said, like I've never seen a worse play. You know what though? They weren't going to pull that off. Okay, there was no Miami Miracle, not in the playoffs, not in any situation like that. Was against the defense that just held them to 13 points. Like, no. I was impressed by the 49ers, or 12 points. I was impressed by the Niners defense. It's going to be a tough matchup. We'll talk about the next week's games, but let's get through.
Yeah. And the sad part is the defense had a pretty valiant play, but it's Dallas had a chance to win that one. They had a serious chance to win.
They had multiple
Dak doesn't turn over the ball,
yeah,
and they're able to manage the running game, we're probably hearing Scooter become an insufferable fuck on Monday.
Yeah, and Purdy got away with some bad tosses. Trayvon Diggs dropped.
Same thing happened last week too. I know people were praising him, but like he's getting a little iffy. But I mean, that's what happens with a 7th round rookie. But you know what people are going to remember?
Final play, it looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret gets smoked right away, and that'll do it. The 49er. And on the last play, Cowboys needed a miracle. Didn't have it on this day.
So, I guess so. When you see the completion get made, you see Dak take off towards the play, right? So, I think the plan was that Dak would get the ball back off of that pass, and then back to Elliott, and then Elliott would try to.
I thought Elliott would have been the one going up because he was closer. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but
he got pancaked.
But you saw Dak's immediate reaction when Dak sees that it's complete. He starts running, right? He's just like, "Oh, let me go get this ball so I can block," and then or get the ball back. But dude, nothing worked on that play. Nothing. The throw was bad. The catch was bad. He wasn't even in a position to lateral it
because the problem was he was completely out of position. But you know what isn't? The Jeebus.
Oh, let's go.
From John Ziegler. Fives, I apologize for Saturday. What is Scooter's salt level? Think he has passed industrial level accident? What do the Bills do now, given now that they have gone in but still come up short and don't have a lot of cap to work with this offseason? I think the problem with the Bills is that they still over-rely on Josh Allen. And when he's not at peak form, they're in trouble.
Yeah, it scared me thinking about it. Like the Bills could use a Saquon Barkley, right? Like if they had,
they can't afford him though.
Right. But if they had the money or they had the cap space, they need a running game to go along. The other thing is there is hope because Josh Allen's elbow is probably more fucked up. Than we think.
But still, I mean, with his like style of play, it's going to be a matter of time before he gets banged up and is no longer at prime form.
Yeah, I mean,
it's what happened with Cam Newton.
Yeah. I mean, and he's had to throw his big body out there a couple times, or more often than not for this team. And you see Mahomes, like when he has to go out, like he doesn't have to truck someone to get a first down. Another Jeebus bomb.
Another Jeebus, huh? Ooh, we got another Jeebus from Michael Orme. How about them cow shits? My apathy for them is high. You want to know the overall feeling in Dallas right now?
Imagine if that's your car. You work at the Morton's factory, and that's like your prime spot every day. And you just walk into I'm going to go make the salt because nothing bad ever happened. Like every day, it's just salt mining. It's just the salt getting ground up. And then you come out and your car is just covered in fucking salt.
Yes.
And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Connor Akers says Jerry Jones wants to be the kicker QB next season. Red Rhino 49. Colts finally a worthy opponent. Yeah, for Chuck Pagano's idiocy.
The thing is, like, he's caught on record saying they weren't supposed to snap the ball.
Yeah, that's what McAfee said, was that they weren't.
I think Pagano said that, actually.
Pagano also said, well, when the guy's coming back, he's like, why'd you snap the ball? They were supposed to take a delay of game and then punt it. Like that was the point. Like they thought that the formation would be confusing to them, and that they were trying to get them catch them substituting. That's what it was. They were trying to, because they started all running off the field. They thought that the other team would try to they were trying to get a too many men, and they did not bite at all. And and then they were not supposed to snap it.
Oh, not at all.
So dumb. So dumb. He's like, why'd you snap the ball? But I remember the way that McAfee said it is, he said that the long snapper, he was like a rule, like he was a by the book guy, and they said someone had said to him, like, if you see this, snap it. But before the play, someone was supposed to tell him, do not snap it under any situation, and they forgot to tell him. And that's why he snapped.
The problem is, when you're the center, you're not really looking at the formation. You're looking what's in front of you. You're looking at the defensive lineman. Any offensive lineman's not looking what's happening behind him. He's looking at his main targets, the first level, second level, what tech, A gap, B gap, 3 tech. You're not looking at what's behind you.
Yeah, that's what Zerto says. Yeah, the long snapper was new, and someone forgot to tell him, do not snap the ball. And then he snapped it because he thought that because the play clock was expiring. Yeah,
he feels like somebody underneath him. Like you feel that pressure like up your taint.
But you
and
can
you're thinking,
see
okay, maybe it's a fake punt.
Yeah.
And then you think, like, wait, why isn't anybody around me? It's just like,
sorry.
Okay.
And then McAfee was like, what the fuck? Go downtown right there. Spartan win. Friendly reminder. Last time the Cowboys were in the NFC Championship game, Pokemon wasn't a thing. Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon was still being developed. I think that was 95.
All right. I saw a lot of that on Twitter. Tucker White. Also this weekend, the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship kicks off a new season of auto racing with a Rolex 24 at Daytona. It's Raw Week.
Ooh,
all right.
Raw.
I got to catch one of those. I like those. I like road course racing. It's pretty cool. Green Draco 313. No, wait. Connor Akers. Tree. Who should the Steelers take 17th overall? Let me get a glass of water.
Do what you got to do. Ideally, the Steelers should take an offensive lineman, Paris Johnson or Pete Skoronski. I doubt either of them go down that far. Those would be the ideal selections. But more cynically, it's probably going to be Joey Porter Jr. because his dad coached for the team. That's probably what it's going to be. Maybe Jordan Addison because, you could probably use a wide receiver to replace Chase Claypool, but you still have Calvin Austin. But my cynical thinking is going to be Joey Porter Jr. That is my best guess. We'll keep going here. Green Draco 313. Tree, which is more likely to happen? The Steelers cleaning house and starting a rebuild, or 5 starring in a shampoo commercial? Honestly, I think 5's going to star in a shampoo commercial. I mean, he's going to go head and shoulders just to get under Tom's skin. In many ways.
Keeps wanted to sponsor me one. No, the hair club. I did Bosley. I did 2 spots for Bosley and they were happy.
Oh,
I was like, hey, I basically, my whole pitch was like, don't be me. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah.
We'll keep going here in the meantime. Yes, sir. Dylan Philpott, first time in a while, been able to join a dumpster fire. Let's make it a good one. Glad to have you back, brother. Appreciate
Thank you. Yep,
Definitely
appreciate the fiber.
Sports ranter. How about them Cowboys? Oh, delicious.
Okay, like, do you really think that Mike McCarthy is your guy? Right? Because Jerry Jones was asked about it, and then he's like, no, like, I'm not going to fire McCarthy. But do you really think that Mike McCarthy can get this Dallas team to a Super Bowl?
The problem is, I don't think you have the personnel to get you to a Super Bowl right now. Yeah, I mean, when you're healthy, maybe, but the problem is you're too injury prone, and you're probably losing Tony Pollard, or you cut Zeke, because I just realized this. Like, well, the problem is, like, you extended Zeke 3 years before his contract was up.
That's right.
So his current extension doesn't apply till next year. I nearly shit myself. I thought that was a year or two after, not 3.
Jerry's like just too loyal. Like,
no, Jerry loves his stars. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah, and I think he believes that if I coddle them and give them what they want and treat them well, that they will treat me well. Like, he treats them like women, like he's like, oh, let me shower you with gifts and, set you up with a nice crib and, you'll never cheat on me. And that's not how NFL players work. Like, it has to be a good situation. It has to be chemistry and a winning team. And like, I don't know. The other problem that they have is that Dak believes that he is Patrick Mahomes when he's trying to do too much out
Honestly,
there.
calling him the Black Kirk Cousins is insulting to Kirk.
Yeah. I mean, he looked bad so last year.
And Dak was saying this was a legacy setting game. I mean, he knew the stakes. He knew what was up. He just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he was hurt or banged up or something. But, Dak's had seasons where he's looked like an MVP at times. And then when it comes around to being the playoffs, then something like last year, couldn't score against the same defense. Same thing. Held to 13 last year and 12 this year.
Yeah. And the problem is it would have been an even uglier game if Jimmy G could do anything.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I was close.
I think Purdy and Jimmy G are kind of like a wash. Like, Purdy obviously made some bad throws, but Jimmy G would make some terrible
Jimmy G
throws.
made some rough throws. He was the reason why they didn't make it to the Super Bowl last year. That's why they were looking for a different quarterback. That's why they nearly traded him.
Mm-hmm. Dylan Philpott, first time in a while I've been able to join a dumpster fire. Oh, no, wait, you read that one.
We're at Dallas Lowboys.
How about them Lowboys? Dallas Lowboys anti-fan club. Punishment suggestion for clickbait. Scooter wears Eagles gear next week until the Eagles lose, or through next year if they win a Super Bowl and get a tattoo of Gritty in Eagles gear.
He still owes a punishment with Eagles.
Yeah, Scooter's going to veto that for sure.
No, he should be doing it. He's been due for that for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you gave me all that smack about really bad stand-up. Where's the pressure on him?
I know. I should.
Come on.
You know what?
Fine.
We got to do that.
It's hypocrisy, dude. Tom has a bunch of punishments left to do.
But the thing is,
Scooter has some punishments. Yeah. You've got a punishment left to do.
I know, I do. I have to order a woman's Brady jersey. Watch 80 for Brady.
Yeah,
I will watch the movie before then, but I probably won't have the wig and the women's jersey. So we'll have to take a vote on that. V-Man29397, Pokemon is newer than the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Riley Welker, I think part of the problem is that you actually had hope 5. Yeah, you never want to not have hope, right? You don't want to be in your prison cell just being like, oh, I want to die here. No, you got to hope someday, like maybe someone takes a bulldozer to the wall and you escape. Kip Gaming, how about them Cowboys? Connor Akers, the Cowboys are in the Britney Spears shaved head phase. Remember when she shaved her head because she didn't want to fail a test for like cocaine or something?
I forget.
She didn't want to give a hair sample. Monty Python, on the other side of the pond, everyone is laughing at Everton. Who owns Everton?
Everton, shoot.
What happened?
I think they're what are they? They're owned by Farhad Moshiri. He puts up he's not for sale, but he put up the sale for £500,000. So it's apparently a mess right now.
You see what Artie Moreno did? He was like, I'm not selling the team.
Yeah, it's
he pulled a Jordan Belfort.
It's the worst day in the history of the LA Angels, or the Angels of Anaheim, or whatever you want to call them. Because Artie Moreno is the worst thing to happen to that organization for the last 10 years.
Oh, they're saying Everton is close to relegation.
And they're that's why they're
a top. It's like the Mets getting relegated, I think. Like they're supposed to be
the 92 Mets. Yeah, Everton's supposed to be a top tier club.
Yeah. You think about like Man City, Man U, Everton,
Chelsea, Arsenal.
I don't know.
Leicester City these days.
Leicester City, yeah. Leicester City was one of those mid-tier teams that...
Yeah, for a while, then they got new ownership and...
Yeah. Well, that's why relegation exists, is to send shitty teams to the shadow realm.
Yeah, we wish. I mean, we wish we could do that with a bunch of other teams.
Shane Macaroni. As an Eagles fan, all I'm going to say is since there's going to be a decent amount of Niners fans at the link, I expect it to be like Woodstock
99. Do you know the story of Woodstock 99?
I know.
Oh,
it was ugly.
Everything's going to burn to the ground.
Yet.
Neither have I, but
that I forget which one it rained at. I think that was Woodstock 94 where it rained at.
99 was the one with like the hot temperatures, the ridiculously high water prices, the fountains breaking, and everything just started burning down.
Yeah, it was a shit show from the start. Dan Young, this is by far the most glorious super chat that I have ever sent. The Eagles beat the Derp, and the Cowboys are eliminated in the same weekend from an Eagles fan. How about them Cowboys? Haha. Okay, Eagles fan is riding a little high. Philly fan is riding high. Too bad the Flyers.
The Flyers are shit, but
yeah, luckily, thank God.
Yeah.
And the Sixers, are they going to be a playoff team or are they terrible?
Yeah, they're a playoff team, but I don't know if they're going to be like elite. I mean, they have Doc Rivers, so.
I mean, our last hope is the 49ers because I don't know if the Bengals beat the Eagles or, I mean, maybe the Chiefs beat the Eagles. Like maybe
the Chiefs have a really suspect secondary.
Yeah.
That's why I had the Bills going to the Super Bowl because I thought, okay, the Bengals are good, but I don't know if they're beat Buffalo good. And the Chiefs have the Bills have had their number. And quite frankly, I mean, the Chiefs have a really bad second. Their pass defense has been one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, you saw it. I mean, Jacksonville hung around for all that. And yeah, that's a good point, Mr. 415. But Patty Mahomes is banged up.
Yep, he has a high
take away
sprain.
His mobility. I mean, he's still going to be Patrick Mahomes.
He'll still be pretty good.
Yeah, he's still better than 90% of the league. But Michael Earl, the Barbecue Bruce exit shows that Vancouver is an absolute clown show, ineptitude at its highest level. Another stain in the legacy of failure.
He did not deserve that.
No,
that's shameful.
Yeah, they just
don't drag him out. Yeah, they dragged him out for 2-3 weeks.
Should have never.
I mean, everyone knew it's he was their interim, and I think the problem was they were rumored okay, he's not the guy we want. Just let him go and have one of the assistants be the interim. Be like, look, Bruce, you're not the guy we want looking forward. We don't want to drag you out like this. We're going to send you on your way. We appreciate what you did. That's all you have to say. Don't say oh, we're just going to drag him out for 3 weeks and then we're going to, see him cry on the bench, be emotional, and then use that for social media.
I mean, he is
what are you doing?
Right. I mean, he is washed up.
I've never been a Boudreaux fan, but he did not deserve
that. He got to the finals, right? A couple times.
No, he never did.
No?
He never did. He blew a bunch of leads, but he never made the finals.
I thought
he blew a lot of 3-2 series leads.
You're right.
3-1
series leads. Yeah, Barbecue Bruce.
He won a championship in the AHL, but not in the NHL.
Well, who cares? Virtuoso, 27 years and counting for them boys. Zeke always wanted to be on all fours, so don't question why he was down lineman on that last one. Goose, yep. And then Crew Kid 52. I think that I'll just take this L like a man. We're way ahead of schedule and the rebuild, and we finally have a franchise QB in Danny Dimes. Also, as a Bama fan, I love me some Jalen Hurts. Look, I will say this. The Eagles came out, and they came out throwing the ball. They came out, ran the ball. They came out, they defended well. It was a total victory. They dominated.
And the problem is, they told you to beat you with Daniel Jones's arm, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, the Giants were in it in their opening drive, and they were never close again. They went for it on fourth. They didn't get it, and then they just it was ugly, But the Giants beat the Eagles on their way to 2 Super Bowl wins.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is Philadelphia's
in the regular season.
Anyway. Both Philly and San Fran are in their all-in years.
Yeah. I think San Fran has a good chance, though.
Very good chance.
Jack Danaher, how does Mike McCarthy still have his job?
Because Jerry Jones. That's why.
Yeah, he's too loyal.
He's not just loyal. It's just McCarthy is a terrible coach.
Right.
But it's sometimes you have to understand the difference between loyalty and then it's not going to work out and we're not achieving our goals. You got to pull the plug. But
yeah. I don't know. The Squid, when Scooter gets punished, he should have to recreate Stephen A. Smith laughing at pictures of crying Cowboys fans, but it's all pictures of Scooters.
Oh, dude, that's too easy, man. That's too easy.
The thing is they didn't lose at home, so there's no crying.
Yeah,
Cowboys
there's no
fans.
sad. It's not like that Cardinals game in 2020 where there's like that inconsolable Cowboys fan with his girlfriend trying to cheer him up, and just a bunch of like sad fans.
Yeah,
like,
and he had the Cowboys starter hair, like he just had his hair like slicked back, like Like,
Minnesota had some of those with the Giants game, but none of the Cowboys.
Oh no, not like the Cowboys salt. Those fans live and die with their team. I mean, not that Minnesota doesn't, but they attract a very
Dallas is much more
funny,
obnoxious because of the tradition.
Mm-hmm. Like Minnesota, you're not going to see as much diversity in the type of fan that's crying.
No.
Dallas, you're going to see all types of sad fans.
Mm-hmm.
All types. Alan Nadeau the third, any chance you'll make a timeline of incompetence regarding the Raiders tree?
I mean, I did one on them last year on like the 2021 season, so give it a little time there.
I used some footage of it today. I used some of your editing.
Do what you got to do, man.
I know, like I don't need to tell you, but like
I mean, it's just
I was talking about Rich Bisaccia. I was talking about Rich Bisaccia, and you had some great clips in the autumn fart or whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, let me just steal this shit. It's all there.
Just do enough to like cut out the overlays. You're good to go.
No, I mean, I even included the over because the part was talking about John Gruden and his emails. I was like, fuck it.
Okay. All right. I mean, makes it easy.
From tree.
Makes it easy.
Yeah. You did all my work for me.
Right? Where's my $50?
Yeah. I'll send it to Johnny Barks. Spartan Win is Dak the most overrated QB in the league right now?
Ooh, overrated? I mean, at this rate, there's a bunch of arguments you can make there. I wouldn't say Dak's really overrated because nobody really sees him as elite.
It's between him and Kirk Cousins, right?
Like, Cousins, people are rag on to hell and back. I would say if it's overrated, I mean, Kyler
Murray is pretty overrated. He shouldn't be a starter, honestly.
I mean,
do you think Derek Carr's overrated?
No, nobody really is up there.
You
can make the argument about Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, you could say Justin Herbert's overrated.
Well, Justin Herbert has a bad line scheme, but like he's more of a Phillip Rivers type. He's more or less getting into that category. You know, good quarterback, but the team around him's gonna.
People are hating on Allen because he just lost.
Yeah, right? Josh Allen is he's always been a wild card. He always has been.
Yeah. I think Lamar is close, but no one's more overrated than Dak. Tannehill's not overrated.
Kyler Murray's probably the most overrated.
He is Tannehill. We all know that Tannehill's kind of garbage. So,
yeah.
Zerthos XVI, which is 16. The Bills probably need to get an RB in the draft, maybe. I think the high prospect RB is Bijan Robinson.
Yep, Bijan Robinson. Yep.
They just got to hope he falls to them, maybe.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, but where do the Bills pick? Probably first round?
28.
Yeah. I don't know. That's feasible. You know, running backs don't get drafted like they used to. It's unless you're the Giants and you take Saquon, number 2 overall.
I mean, it's still very possible. I mean, but most time it's probably going to be like 15 to 20. That would be my guess.
Michael Yentek says, what are you guys going to say to Scooter on Thursday? I think what we're going.
Oh, you know what I'm going to say? You want to talk about Scoots?
Oh, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Now you fucked up. 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 Now you have fucked up.
Do you know what I'm going to say to him?
Shut up, bitch.
That's it. We're just having too much fun.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
And you know what we got to counter him with?
What's
and
that?
We're going to play this every single minute of that stream.
Final play, it looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret. Gets smoked right away. And that'll do it. The 49ers.
Oops.
Oh, what was that?
I didn't mean to do that.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, after they take an L, once the season is done, like, Scooter is surprisingly...
He's
I
just
wouldn't
like
say
depressed.
rational. I wouldn't say, yeah, he's just like, I mean, he's not an
And
idiot.
remember last year, like he was pretty pissed.
Right, yeah, he observes, he sees, he understands why they fell short. Like that's the only time you see him sort of, I wouldn't say jump out of character, but like be somber and not, because he has no other choice. But then at the end, he's like, the Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, next year is our year.
Just wait till Dak, just wait till he's getting up there in years. He's maybe got only 2 or 3 more years.
Nah,
maybe
with the
5
Cowboys,
more. Maybe 5 more years.
Nah, with the Cowboys, maybe.
I mean, Dak's played
like
a
Dak
lot
is
of
the
football.
modern Tony Romo. Good, but not great. That's Dak.
I mean, they've had some years where shit. That year that they went 13-3, Dak's rookie year, I think they were scary.
2016, and then what happened was a catch by Jared Cook, and they were done.
Yeah, but they were good that year.
Yeah.
That one guy with the defeat of the Dallas, all evil has been destroyed. I want my Chiefs to win, but I don't mind if anyone else does.
No, Philadelphia needs to lose. Philly needs to lose.
Yeah,
we can't deal with that cancer.
NFC East fans, we need to all bond together and hate on each other.
No, Pennsylvania will join you in that.
Okay,
outside of Philly, Philly runs this state, and we hate it.
Yeah. Psycho's kink. Fun fact: Tom Brady was still at Michigan last time Dallas won the Super Bowl. That's rough.
I think it was in high school, wasn't he?
Yeah, Phobos 1869. How about them Cowboys? Justin Ziegler. Is it a good idea to trade Dak and Rodgers? Now, a lot of Aaron Rodgers trade rumors are going
with the New York Jets. You know what would be ironic? Him going to the New York Jets after throwing a brutal interception to end his career in Lambeau. And then either that, send like a really ugly dick pic with Crocs on, have 1 year, move to Minnesota, throw a brutal interception in the NFC Championship game, and then fall apart career-wise. And then 10 years later, pilfer the welfare funds of the entire state of Mississippi. California has no money, so I'm going with Mississippi.
Rodgers is Brett Favre 2.0.
Yeah, he has. I mean, if he goes to the Jets, he is Brett Favre 2.0. He's been holding the team hostage like Favre did for 3 years.
I would think that the Raiders might be a good place for him, to reunite with Devontae Adams.
I think the Raiders try and go for Tom Brady.
Yeah, that probably makes the most sense. None of these
would be hilarious.
Would you want Aaron Rodgers over Kenny Pickett?
No. If this were Aaron Rodgers last year, I'd consider it. But the problem is, I think Kenny Pickett's at least your short-term starter, and I want to see if he can make that next step.
Would you want Tom Brady over Kenny Pickett?
No, not at 45. He looked like he had fallen off hard last year.
Yeah, he fell off hard.
And the problem is, you don't have the offensive line to support a Tom Brady. He's going to be running for his life.
Yeah.
Or not running for his life. I mean, dying in the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, Brady's probably going to go someplace where he thinks that he can, San Fran might be, but
I think San Fran trusts Brock Purdy. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the rumor is they might trade Trey Lance. And, I mean, they might not get more than a third for him, which at this rate, I think a quarterback-hungry team that could use a quality backup high-end project could take a chance on him. Say, Minnesota. Maybe Dallas.
Dodger says, I brought some Jersey Shore pizza home frozen just for this Sunday. Let's go Birds. Yeah, Dodger is living it up in Eagles. Eagles are good. They're good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be one of those big hit games on Sunday.
Definitely
big hit games. Mahmoud Faroud, the Cowboys as a whole should copy Shannon Sharp's example for that pathetic offensive showing in that last drive. What, should just get up and leave?
Yep, get up and leave, or try and fight the entire Memphis Grizzlies basketball team.
Yeah, what was Shannon Sharp doing? What?
I don't know. He was trying to defend LeBron or something. But
something, he chirped at somebody, and then
John Morant, I think, right?
Yeah, and then he got into a kerfuffle.
Yes, a good old kerfuffle. I keep wanting to say kerfluffle, but it's not.
A good old Quebble cop. Sam Lusk, that's the opposite of a kerfuffle. I don't think Quebble Cobb's ever gotten into a fight in his life. Like, you're like, brother, we can resolve this. Sam Lusk, the Chiefs are home underdogs in the AFC title game. Kind of makes sense since Cincy has their number and Pat is looking rough, but it still feels weird. That is odd that the opening line would favor Cincinnati, but that must be where the money's going. So that probably tipped a lot in because people think Cincy's going to win. That might be a value bet right there.
That might be a trap bet if you want to go Kansas City. I mean, I feel like the NFL is so pissed that Buffalo lost because they really wanted that game in Atlanta. I think they really did. Well, because they would have done their neutral championship site game, and it would have been an excuse to be like, "Oh, we're doing every neutral championship game from here on out." I think they still want to do it.
They would have sent DeMar Hamlin's clone.
His clone.
Did you read that shit?
I have.
Twitter?
Yes, it's
Twitter.
Hey, Saddam had a lot of clones. That's all I'm saying. No one knows the conspiracy. Maybe each of them have a robot back there. Maybe Ben Roethlisberger, he actually died in the motorcycle accident, and they just revealed his clone. He just was a massive asshole.
It's possible.
Maybe like 5 points. Maybe we have clones of ourselves back there too. Suppose we die at I don't know. We go to Las Vegas and then just like pass, and then our clones come out and just restart our lives. Maybe it's like that. Maybe they just have to rewire our memories. It's like a computer. You got to download the files. You have to get the lightning drive.
That's the
transfer
way
it to the back of your head and then get it transferred.
Yeah. That's what. Can they rewire me to forget that the Giants got their asses kicked on Saturday?
Oh, you made the playoffs and you beat Minnesota. No. You proved them as frauds. You're fine.
Will Braunleg, how do you think it is more likely to retire? Who do you think is more likely to retire after this season? Brady or Rodgers or both? Ooh, they've got to both retire. This has got to be their last season.
I don't think either are going to retire, though. I think Aaron Rodgers still believes he can win. And Brady, I think he lost a lot of money in FTX. I think he still wants to go out on top. Because, if this were last year, I'd be like, oh, yeah, he's retiring. But this year, after the divorce, no family around him, lost a lot of money. He needs to recoup it. I think he's going to play.
This is funny right here. Hold on. Gerardo Nunez. Cowboys won't win a Super Bowl until Jerry Boy stops meddling. And good luck getting him to stop doing that. Yeah, he's going to want to win before he dies. And it might be like Mike Ilitch. He's just.
Yeah, but the problem is, it probably is going to happen.
But Stephen Jones is a meddler too. He's been taught that way. He's not going to. They're not going to back off.
Yeah. I mean, Stephen Jones is apparently worse than his dad if Scooter's saying something.
Saint Rocket 9 says 5 looks like Andrew Tate's good twin. I'm a top G.
Do you have a collection of sports cars?
Yeah.
In the garage?
Let me see if I can do Andrew Tate. You read some more supers.
Do what you got to do. I'll keep going.
I get my sunglasses here.
Green Draco 313. 3 and 5, I have a 2-part question. A, who would make a better head coach, Urban Meyer or Donkey Kong? B, who would make a better GM, Bill O'Brien or Donkey Kong? Dude, Donkey Kong as a GM head coach hybrid? Dude, you give him enough bananas, he's going to wreck worlds, dude.
I'm a top G. Do I look like Andrew Tate here?
You look like you look like the dad he disowned because he tried to ground him when he was 15. It's that kind of Tate.
I'm a top
Andrew,
G.
No, you're Andrew Bate. B-A-I-T.
I got arrested because I ordered pizza in Romania.
Yes. Jerry's Pizza, right?
Yeah, Jerry's Pizza. The only chain state-run Jerry's pizza chain. All right. Keep reading.
Michael Yench, the Cowboys are just like the Dodgers. They choke in the playoffs. Dude, the Dodgers at least won a championship recently.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse.
Albeit, Mickey ring. But
Mickey ring. Yep.
But they still won it. Mr. 89, Seattle showed the blueprint to attack 49ers offensively. Dallas showed the blueprint for the 49ers defensively. If both used well, Philadelphia can win.
I think the real question against the Niners Philly is, can the Niners score? Because they're gonna control the pace of the game. They're going to slog it down. The Eagles are going to score, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, like the Eagles will still get at least 3 touchdowns. I think that I don't think I don't know if there's a defense in the league that can hold the Eagles to less than 3 scores. It's can the Niners match them? It's going to be a field goal game for sure.
And the Eagles are they're a very tough team to beat defensively. Mm-hmm. Very tough.
Dallas has had a really good offense. Like nobody really came in and shut down Dallas like the way that 49ers. So, maybe the 49ers could.
The only one was Tampa Bay, but even then they were injured.
Yeah.
Dak got injured that week.
Yeah, that's right. He hit his hand. Mm-hmm. All right. Keep going.
Justin Ziegler. Tree considered doing the Saints for legacy of fail. They did win a championship, but there's a lot of
13 years ago.
Yeah. 13 years ago. And then it was Bountygate, so you can call it tainted. There are a couple options that I can do. It's just finding the time to do it all. I'm working on the NHL All-Star Break Haters guides right now. So
yeah, I've got so many so bads. Like I need to do the Cardinals.
That's the thing. Like there's just so much so much to do, not enough time to do it.
Yeah.
And the problem is your scale goes up and it's like, okay, now I have like X amount a week. And then it's like, I feel like I have less time to do random vids and just everything else just keeps
I got a weird
get caught on the computer.
I might come out with a weird baseball video this week. I don't know. I might sit on it. I don't know. I just had it written because I wanted to do it so bad. And I'm still gonna do it. Because it's so interesting.
Mm-hmm. Those are sometimes some of the best ones to release. The ones aren't going to do well, but
no. Every time I have an awful feeling, every time I slog through a video and say this is crap, it's not going to do well. I hate this video. Like I'll cut a corner or something, and then I'll release it, and it's a 1 of 10. And then there's I'm so proud of this. This one's funny. Like all the jokes hit to me, and then you release it, and it's like a 3. It's like a 9 of 10, and you're just like mother piss bucket. Like whatever. All right,
suspicious hairline. Like, oh yeah, I do have like a 6 head. I get it.
You still have a lot of your hair, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but
coming
still,
for
it's
me,
like...
dude. I saw some pictures of me when I was like 22, and I was losing my hair like bad back then. Bad, even at age 22. This is bad.
You look more like Andrew Tate back then too. Did you have a sports car collection and harem of women that you trafficked out?
I will never spend my money on sports cars. Maybe if I had.
Well, the only sports cars you have are diecast models.
Mm-hmm. All right, come on, keep her going.
Oh yeah, Brian Chua. Scooter is the Skip Bayless of clickbait. It's true. He is a Cowboys fan. His punishment should be reenacting that final play for his Cowboys. No, reacting live play-by-play dissection of that play. Also, Tree, when is your video for the 2022 World Cup coming out? I haven't even had time to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be 2026 by the time that one comes out.
Yeah, I'll make it as a gag. 2022 World Cup vid coming out July 2024.
Yeah, the Euro Cup is going to be happening while that happens.
Marco Monroe. The Prem is weird this year. The top 10 are 1 Arsenal, 2 Man City, 3 Newcastle, 4 Man United. Newcastle's pretty high, not bad. 5 Tottenham, 6 Brighton, 7 Fulham. Goddamn Fulham's up there. They were relegated a few years ago. 8 Brentford, 9 Liverpool, 10 Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Surprise,
Chelsea
Arsenal's
not even.
high.
Man U has been bad for a while. They're the Yankees of that shit. Arsenal, I don't think they haven't won one since like 2000 or something.
I think so. No,
could be there. Stan Kroenke could be hoisting whatever trophy that they hoist in the Premier League. Some Barclays statue or something.
Mahmoud Farhood honestly was surprised with Tree's reaction to Barbecue Bruce after his video on him, dude. No coach deserves that. I haven't seen a coach get that fucked over since Roger Nielsen with the Leafs. Like, you don't do that to anybody.
He's still a human being. like, he should be treated with like, you can make fun of someone's failures.
Yeah. You don't have to be a fan of a coach to realize somebody got fucked over.
Right. You can make fun of someone for not learning from their failures, right? But you can also acknowledge when someone just gets screwed, and that's what happened to there's players I hate that have been done wrong.
Exactly. I mean, Baker Mayfield, nobody liked him. Everyone knew he got fucked.
Yeah, he got fucked hard. But now he's a Ram, so
Yeah. I mean, his career's in the tubes. Mr. Yes, hey, Penguins, fix your defense. Not happening. And like the Pens are in a state of shit because they have like a really good top six. They have no depth. Their goaltending's a mess. They're going to get smoked in the first round.
They're still a playoff team, though. When you have Crosby and Malkin, they're like.
And that's why I wanted to rebuild, though, because you become the Red Wings. You just become a perennial first round exit that it's only really good because of the streak.
Yeah.
And that doesn't please anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. Let's go UW. So can either of you explain the media's love for Will Levis? He's just another Danny Derp. No, he's more like another Zach Wilson because they see that raw talent, the maneuverability, the big arm, and they think they can develop and upgrade that. Same reason why Zach Wilson became a number 2 pick.
Yeah. You know what? The draft is a crapshoot. Teams are going to miss.
Yeah. They've realized they see Josh Allen magically develop, and they're like, hey, we can do that with this guy. And that's why you're going to get, like, for every one Josh Allen, there are about 20 Zach Wilsons and Jake Lockers and
Carson
Ryan Malletts.
Well,
Wentz was all right for a couple
of
Wentz,
years.
You're getting more
Robert
like Marcus Mariotas and Christian Ponders, guys that just do nothing at this level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep going here. I was just trying to look up some comments in the meantime. Game Show Gumbo, congrats, Cowboys. Your team still can't make it past the second round. The curse of Jimmy Johnson lives on, and may it continue.
Yeah.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Tony Williams, 5 points. Your Mets have Verlander alongside Scherzer. If y'all don't win the NL East this year, throw the franchise away.
I said that last year. You said that last year when you had DeGrom and Scherzer, and you had Cookie Carrasco, and you had Taekwon Walker, and you had Chris Bassett. Like we should have won it last year, and we had a lead late in September.
Yep. That's the other big raw quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, and now we lost DeGrom, but I'm not gonna.
You have Verlander. You did get Nimmo back.
But if DeGrom, if DeGrom has elbow trouble or something, I'm not gonna gloat on that. I want him to pitch well. I mean, he's objectively probably the funnest pitcher to watch throw in the league, no matter what colors he wears. If he was a Brave, I'd watch him pitch because he's fucking amazing. It just sucks that we had pitching Jesus on our team and he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And he's an incredible talent.
Definitely.
I don't think I would take an at bat against DeGrom.
Like, I don't think anybody would, dude. Strike out in 2 pitches.
Yeah. I'd be like, no, thank you.
No, not in prime form. Tech Matt, I'm glad relegation doesn't exist in MLB. If so, my Tigers would be in AA and would finish 5th in their division, dude. Better than the Pirates would have been. We'd be in single A right now.
Yeah, Pirates are bad. They got McCutcheon back.
Yeah, we got Kutch back. Time to put those butts in seats, baby. This is our year. Our year to get back to 500. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mr. Yes, wherever the Bills are in the playoffs, Terry will stop giving them money and give more to the Sabres.
Okay.
Sabres are his baby. Ronson Sean for 5. Both Herbert and Allen are boom-bust QBs with amazing plays combined with idiotic mistakes. The polar opposite of Purdy and Hurts.
Yeah.
Well, they're go-for-broke types. I mean, Herbert was also undone by a terrible offensive scheme.
The thing that's pissing me off about Hurts is he doesn't make any mistakes, really.
And that's surprising because we didn't think he was going to do well in the NFL.
Yeah. He's one of the guys that had people were like, why are you drafting Jalen Hurts? And
you're drafting a quarterback. You have Carson Wentz.
Then it was like, why are you starting Jalen Hurts? And then everyone's like, wow, this guy is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Bartolo Colon. Jesus.
Big
Caballo.
sexy. Big sexy. Logan Brown. Tree, you might need to bring back the Buffalo inebriation meter for that loss to the Bengals. Also, it's stupid that Harbaugh can't even buy a burger for a recruit. Go Blue. Love y'all's content. No, what he has to do is like a sponsor has to buy him a burger.
Yeah.
The NIL.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. They should just remove all recruiting rules and just make it complete open season.
Well, the problem is
shower them with gifts. Like it would become like who has the best gift package, and then that would open up some jobs,
Right. You just have to get people to do this psychologically. It's like you want a small island nation, we're going to give you a small island nation. We even have like random slaves and women that you can breed for your own liking and create an army of super football players.
I mean, why is it that, like, say a free agent in baseball or football, like they're going to be coddled, they're going to be wanted,
hardcore.
Like
they have whole tours of the stadium.
Right. What's the difference between that and a college recruit? You know, I guess because they're young and they're impressionable. They're adults. They're adults.
Maybe,
they're
but at the end of the
18, 19 years old at the time. Maybe a 17-year-old I would have issue with. So, anyways.
Oh, buddy, you don't even know what you walked into. We're talking about NIL, name, image, likeness, and certain bribes. That's why you got into it.
Yeah.
M. Dalme 87. Play the 49ers fight song to Scooter every minute, plus play the final play clip. I'm uploading that final play clip too.
Oh, yeah. Have it ready to go.
Clickbait Sports. I'm getting that ready, baby.
We should start the show off with that. I don't care if we get claimed.
Oh, dude, I don't mind getting claimed.
Worth it. Yeah.
Most of our money is made in
donos.
Yeah,
at least
I hope we don't. Honestly, I hope we don't get money because I hope all the money goes to Scooter so he can be punished again, and we can just destroy
a juicy punishment.
Honestly, I'm thinking the punishment. It's got to be him and San Francisco 49ers gear doing a live breakdown of the final play of that game.
Maybe
make him bury it.
Maybe.
So. That one guy, you guys must give away one of your Super Bowl wins to the team you played for in the Super Bowl. Which one do you choose to lose? Ooh.
I think we should make Scooter say nice things about Mike McCarthy for 5 minutes.
He probably would do that anyway.
No, he hates Mike McCarthy. He dislikes Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
He's not a McCarthy. He's not into
McCarthyism. Really? That's interesting.
I like this next one. Smooth Criminal 12-5. Would you give DJ another year as QB for the first team based off of this year, or do you go all in for Lamar, Rodgers, or Carr? The thing is like, I don't know if Lamar wants to come to New York. Rodgers is not gonna Rodgers is kind of washed. Yeah. And then you start over it's not an all-in roster, okay?
No.
Like Aaron Rodgers does not get the Giants to the Super Bowl, neither does Daniel Jones. Like you need more parts, and you can't go giving Aaron Rodgers $40 million or whatever and losing quality players. So no, you don't. You sign Saquon and you sign DJ and you deal with it later. Unless Lamar,
I don't know if you sign DJ to that long.
The thing with Lamar is going to give you 8 years. So that's different. Like you're going to have a guy that's locked up at the end of his deal. Or in the middle of his deal, he'll be worth it. He'll be undervalued.
Oh, dude, no. So Uche's probably laughing hysterically at that whole play.
Uche would have loved that. Uche would have laughed. He would have been like, y'all motherfuckers ran that play. I can't believe that. He was like, He'd just be looking at he'd be looking at the camera right now like.
No, what he'd be doing is he'd just be lighting up a bowl on the TV and be like, this is what they did before that play. Yeah, that's what he's doing. God, by the way, that one guy, to answer your question, I'd probably give up the Seahawks Super Bowl, the Super Bowl 40, so their fans shut the hell up about the refs. What about you?
Where?
That one guy, the question before, we never really answered.
Oh, yeah.
You give up the Bills, or do you give up the Patriots? Or do you give up Eagles? No, not Eagles.
I'm not giving away any of that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up either, but that's a question.
I'm not giving up any Super Bowl. No. They are special. Mm-hmm. They are all Super Bowls are special. But I mean, the Denver one was not that exciting. So maybe that one, but I'm not giving them up.
I wouldn't give it up either.
Yeah. We knew we were going to win that one. That was great.
Mr. Yes, Matthew Kachuk in the penalty box. I mean, Florida's they're a mess right now.
Yeah, they're pretty ugly, which is an oxymoron.
Yep, David G. I think it's time to start treating the Bills like they're the AFC Packers or Cowboys. I'm getting really tired of all the excuses the Bills get when they fail embarrassingly. I mean, they laid Nick. They laid Nick.
So the Bills fans, some of the most tortured fan base in the world.
Honestly, they're the kind of fan base that if they get on a run of Super Bowls, they are going to be insanely cancerous like Patriots fans. Yeah. I could really see that. I mean, it tends to happen like with any fan base. Minnesota would be the same way.
There. Yeah.
Same as Cleveland. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. I mean.
Oh, you read this next one.
Yeah, buddy. Spanky G. Yee, it's Spanky G. And guess what? Trent Baalke just saved his job with random playoff appearance. God help Duval. Justin Ziegler, reaction to the Butchin going back to the Pats. It's a massive upgrade over what they had.
Yeah, it's Matt Patricia is fucking garbage. Garbage on a stick. He's fried.
They made him the offensive coordinator. DDRM STR Pro, we're getting a preview of the future of Mahomes this weekend, one of which he's not going to be physically able to Houdini his way around the field. Kind of like Big Ben.
I don't know, man. I
think like Mahomes is still a pretty solid pocket passer.
Yeah, we'll know within the first minute, just seeing him drop back, how hobbled he is. I was surprised he came back in that game, but they needed him, and he got the win, and they injected him with whatever high grade painkiller, and he made it through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be something. Michael Yench, I'm getting worried about my expectations for the Padres is getting too high, like it was back in 8th grade and freshman year of high school.
Padres going to win. That's what's in. That was the worst.
I think I deleted that one. Yeah, I think I deleted it. It was so bad. You know what's going to happen to the Padres?
Oh, no! We suck again!
It's possible. Yeah. It's possible.
Very possible.
Is he ever going to come back?
Who? Tatis? He's suspended for like a portion of next year, but not much.
Yeah.
But
hopefully he doesn't ride his motorcycle around.
Yeah, motorcycle or take steroids.
Yeah.
Arlim 21 for 20 bones. Okay, new question. What's worse? Leprosy? Gonorrhea knowing it means you're going to have to get divorced or break up with a cheating partner, or being so brainwashed you think the Cowboys are going to be relevant?
Gosh.
Tough call.
I think being a Cowboys fan is worse.
Yeah, Cowboys fan is pretty much the equivalent of social media leprosy.
Yeah.
You say you're a Cowboys fan, it ain't good.
No one wants to be around you, right? You're just like, would you date a girl that was a Cowboys fan?
If she kept it closeted, maybe. But the problem is it's going to come out eventually.
No. Okay.
It's just going to be – I honestly, I would rather date that than date a Notre Dame fan. Because there's not going to be anything good coming out of Notre Dame.
I don't know if I could date a Cowboys. You know what? I'd probably bang, but I wouldn't.
No. I feel like if you're a girl from Texas, I think you know how to be in bed.
I'd have to keep that on the DL. Like I would just, maybe
you're the side. She's the side chick. Like somebody you like hang out with every now and again, but you're not gonna really make it stable because you think she's kind of a head case and the family wouldn't accept her.
Mm-hmm. Black flag matter. What's up, Darian? What's going on?
And now we are getting insta canceled because
I don't know if I could date
a girl as a Cowboys fan.
I mean, my wife, she's a Commander or was a Commanders fan. She only rooted for the team when they were the Reskins, but now that they're not the Reskins, she doesn't even like them anymore. So whatever. Who cares? All right, where are we at?
I don't know, man. We have an interesting one from Kirsten. Fuck, marry, kill. Cowboys fans, Notre Dame fans, Tom Brady stands. Ooh,
how hot are they?
I mean,
I could actually be fine with I could bang a Tom Brady stand because he's a handsome guy like that. You can understand a woman.
Oh, Tom Brady stands are insufferable. Those are the ones you kill.
I'm probably killing the Cowboys fans and marrying the ND fans because I don't really care about
I would probably hate fuck the Notre Dame fan because I mean I don't know, and then probably marry the Cowboys fan and then just move to a separate house.
There you go. That describes most marriages. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Commando CQC, which wide receiver do you think the Giants might go for in free agency in order to get Jones a true number one to go with Wandale? And as the others, I think they need to focus defense and O-line in the draft. Go RVA. The problem is there's nobody really good in free agency. The best targets are Allen Lazard and Juju.
Yeah, Hopkins is out there, though. They're thinking about trading him.
How much gas does he have left in the tank?
Maybe Devontae Adams gets it. Dude, the fucking Titans traded AJ Brown for a bag of fucking peanuts. So you never know. If the Giants, if Joe Shane can make it happen, he'll make it happen. But the thing is, though, is like I was thinking about this. Like the Giants might run a system that number one receivers hate. Like maybe that's why Galladay is so bad in the system, because it's not a wide receiver based system at all. It's more of a read run. It's an RPO based system, but they don't ever throw the ball deep. So I don't know if a deep threat could necessarily be effective in Kafka's offense. It's such a control based offense.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, yeah. If you can put weapons out there, of course you would add plays that suit them. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a running based system. It's like that system that who else runs a system that wide receivers hate?
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore. Greg Roman's system. Nobody likes it. Tight ends love it. Running backs love it. Wide receivers hate it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Rashad Bateman had issues with it. J.K. Dobbins came out and criticized it as well as a running back.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about F.R. Dobbins?
F.R. Dobbins? No. Mary Dobbins. Mary Poppins Dobbins.
All right, where are we?
Mahmoud Farhood, punishment for Scooter, buy him a Brock Purdy jersey and have him watch the last play.
Oh, he's got a custom order of Brock Purdy.
Custom order Brock Purdy and then a live breakdown of that final play. That's how you do it. Live breakdown. Make him bleed in the suffering.
Like he should have to fly to San Francisco and wear his Cowboys jersey and then have everyone just be like, ha 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 ha.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely. SJ Hockey Grassi on one of his streams suggested that Scooter's punishment should be having to wear an Eagles cheerleader uniform. I second. Yeah. Didn't he do that already, though?
He did a Packers.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. I thought it was an Eagles. My bad. Wobbly Twinkie calling it now. Everyone spends the week worried about Mahomes' ankle just for Burrow to drop 4 TDs in a blowout.
Dude, Cincinnati looks really good, man.
Mm-hmm. They do. They found form at the right time,
and they own.
They still think Zach Taylor's any good, but whatever. I'm on.
They're winning despite him. I mean, you know what? Zach Taylor pulled the levers. He got it.
No, I mean, he got the talent. He knows how to unlock it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably more of a Mike McCarthy, but I mean, it works.
If Burrow goes to back-to-back Super Bowls and then wins a Super Bowl, like
Zach Taylor becomes Doug Peterson, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah, but Burrow's going to be on Brady status, or Brady trajectory.
Close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Myers, a 49ers fan. I'm glad we survived the divisional round choke bowl. If we win it all, I'm getting a Purdy jersey and building him a shrine. Big cock Brock. You got to make sure you get the brass balls too.
Yes. Always with the brass balls, everyone.
Absolutely. Ian's Dalius, I wish Bucks Twitter/Reddit could grasp that Brady was part of the problem this season. Nope, never happening. Leftwich and O-line were bigger, but 12 isn't infallible. It was the whole offense. That was the problem.
I don't know. I don't understand the lack of accountability.
Because they think Brady is like, the problem is like he had some bad games. And I mean bad.
Darian, I don't know who Trey Lance is worth, honestly. Like, maybe a second or a third.
Rumors
a
like
second
he
and
might
a
not
third.
trade more than a third.
Oh,
like the problem is like you don't know what he is.
Yeah, it could be him doing this though, but Purdy's doing it. Just the right guy at the right time.
He just got injured. That's the problem. They were hoping for Trey Lance. That's why they wanted to trade Jimmy G.
Mr. Yes, who is Terry's favorite team? Bills or Sabres? Oh, Pagula.
Yeah, Pagula.
He probably hates them both.
I mean, he probably Sabres guy. I think that was his original love.
Mahmoud Farouk, thoughts on rumors of Lamar Jackson going to ATL? Ooh, I don't think that's good for him. Get paid though.
Yeah, he'll go wherever he gets paid. But Atlanta would make sense. But it's just like, are they really ready for a Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incheon DM, as a Vikings fans, I'll be doing my best to remember just how great the season actually was for us. The Cowboys out clowning. Our exit helped a lot. Yeah, the Cowboys losing helped take the sting out of a lot of teams losing.
Oh yeah, I mean the Vikings were kind of smacked. The problem is no one's out like embarrassing the Chargers. Nobody is. They blew a 28-point lead. 27-point.
Set 27-point. Largest in the playoffs.
And they still kept their head coach, and they think it's a good thing.
Yeah, Staley is not
like Lombardi was a big part of the problem, but Staley was he needed to go.
Staley's the example.
You don't recover from that kind of loss. You don't.
Right. He's the example of a CEO or somebody that comes in to run a company that's a brilliant, just numbers guy and has no people skills whatsoever, or just makes decisions. You know, he's like I only make data-driven decisions, and they end up fucking the company. That's Staley.
Like really good at one position, but does not work in another. That's what it seems like.
Bulletproof grass. Why are the Braves doing nothing? Also, depression sucks. If you have it and you feel like you're alone, at least you aren't me. So bonus. Yeah,
they acquired Sean Murphy, so they did do something.
Yeah. Also, depression is real. If you
very real.
Very. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, please seek help. Please.
David G.
Oh.
No, David.
Oh, yeah, no.
Punishment for Scooter. He has to do a 10,000 days since Super Bowl 30 stream on June 13th in honor of Cowboys' failure.
He should have to do a 24-hour stream.
Yep. And go over all the Cowboys' losses in that time.
So when people do a 24-hour stream, do they fall asleep like during the stream?
I have no idea. I don't think so. People
in the chat, have you ever watched a 24-hour stream like all the way through? Do they sleep through it? Do they like?
I couldn't imagine doing a 24-hour stream.
They do. Oh yeah, they're saying that they do this. So you just go to bed and then you what?
So you just wake up. So you just like go to sleep and then you just like you pass out of your chair.
Yeah,
like that?
If you get up and you have a boner or something, and you just walk through the frame with a giant fucking morning stiffy.
What if you just whack it accidentally and you realize the camera's not on? Like, oh no, the camera's on.
Oh, they have a friend take over. Okay, so maybe they do it in shifts.
Okay, so you have like a 12 and 12.
Yeah, maybe. Like or maybe you get someone to fill in for like 6 hours, like. But that would just be funny if it's just me like in the chair like this for 24 hours.
Hey, people watch that stuff. They watch
girls
napping. People do. They donate money for that shit.
They donate for someone just napping?
Sometimes,
we would be more profitable if we just shut up and slept on stream.
Honestly, I think we would get more viewers if we just showed
All right, let's try it. Let's try it. All right. Think positive thoughts. Think super chats. I am kind of getting sleepy. Do we get any donos? I haven't looked.
No, but I'm thinking of beautiful women.
Me too.
Oh, we got a fitty.
Let's go. See, it worked.
We worked.
A 24-hour stream. No fucking way, dude.
Holy cow, 70K viewers just joined. Oh God, we have no direction. It's so bad.
Y'all stupid, man. Y'all gonna be the death of us. I love all y'all.
I think like a lot of people do that. They do play background videos in the background.
We should do a hot tub stream.
Ooh, hot tub stream. No one wants to see my.
Thanks, Injecty.
Tree needs a teddy bear for this.
All right, where were we?
Yeah, we are at Goose Goose. One of my ex-boyfriends was a Cowboys fan. The other ex, a Steeler fan who took after Big Ben in behavior. I'm still traumatized. Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, rough.
After Big Ben.
Yeah.
Jeez. Mr. Yes, Tree, have you been to the Three Rivers Allegheny Casino? If so, what games do you recommend? You mean the Rivers Casino? Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I haven't really been there that often, but like just some blackjack.
Oh.
I've been more to the Meadows Casino in Washington County than I have.
When we were in Vegas, I let my 17-year-old, or I guess my 19-year-old, put $1 in the slot machine. He pulled it one time and he lost 88 cents, and he had to cash out because you have to, like, for some reason the denominations are odd, or you can't just bet a whole dollar. So he had to cash out. He had to get a 12-cent voucher.
Oh.
Yeah, which you will never redeem. So the casino keeps the 12 cents,
Yes.
Like it's a cheap way for the casino to get like a
bring people back or make money.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Yeah, it adds up. 100 people. Yeah.
SJ Hockey. I feel like the Giants run an RPO system that favors QB tuck and run solely because they wanted to maximize Jones's strengths. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flambeau 123. Do you think the Packers are better off trading Rodgers? Would they be able to become contenders again in the next few years? I think that mostly depends on how as I said, I think that mostly depends on I totally lost track to call you injecty.
Well, it worked, right? You just gave me $100 to not. All right, chickeny.
Yeah, this is gonna be you. You
all right, thanks, chickeny.
You asshole.
All right, inject chicken is the name. Dropping huge donos is the game.
Injecty. Yeah, but it depends how Jordan Love is. I was mentioned with Flambeau.
Oh.
Ooh.
If Cincinnati wins next week, we got to bring Flemlo on again. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's going to be smiling like a butcher's dog there. Alex Ibarra for 5. If the money is enough, punishment should be to buy a used car, painted in their rivals' colors, and drive it around town. And we got another unknown. Chickeny is even worse. What if we call you Injecty Chickeny? Would that work?
Injecty Chickeny, everyone. Spread it in the chat. Spread it in the chat. Injecty Chickeny. He might even do 500 to get us to stop. He's like, fuck you.
It's producing money out of the air.
Injecty Chickeny. Mm-hmm. Injecty Chickeny, Chickeny, Chickeny. Injecty Chickeny.
Add injecty chickeny.
Have it your way. You rule. Look at the chat. You guys are bastards.
I put it in the chat. Whatever. Let's go. The Simpsons since 90. Chat. You're welcome again. How about them Cowboys? Philly will be a tall order this Sunday, but I believe in Big Cock Brock.
Big Cacky Bracky.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he spelled it K-O-K. K-O-Q.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't say cock because it's YouTube.
Oh, you can't say cock. Oh, injected. Now he goes with a $5.
I regret my decisions.
I regret my decisions. I regret.
I'll bring out the Jeepus for that.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Still a $5.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It is what it is. Inchon DM. Also, the Twins getting Michael A. Taylor. If Buxton slides over somewhere, outfield D looking nice. I beg fraud for one pitcher. You got one. You got Pablo Lopez.
Yeah. The Twins are making a run for the Central.
Yeah, they're trying to go for the teams.
The Eagles. The Guardians. Sorry, the Eagles. The Guardians are the team to beat.
Guardians and the White Sox, and maybe the Tigers and Royals can finally just get off their ass
or just contract.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Kip Gaming, go to sleep already. Tim Grassi, the Lions fan. Scooter's punishment should be to dye his hair Kelly green.
Oh, ooh! He should have to dye his hair, or paint his hair in the 49ers colors, and do a stream with the 49ers helmet.
Yep. SJ Hockey, I'm donating solely to encourage you guys to keep sleeping on stream.
You guys are masochists.
We are. Inject chicken. I regret my decisions. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Yes, come on, Pittsburgh, tie it up. We didn't really talk about Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Let's now that we've made it through the supers, we can talk about some stuff here.
Some more football games, but Jacksonville, they weren't ready. They had the chances to do it with Mahomes being injured, but they still need time.
It's a hell of a
year for them either way.
They made it close.
They did.
I mean, they were more in it than the Bills were against the Bengals. Like, and I mean, the Chiefs are a tough out, especially in Arrowhead.
Yeah, even with Mahomes out, I mean, you still have all those weapons.
I do like what Burrow said when he said, "Send those refunds." Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's let's do official previews.
Yep, we got 2 more in the meantime. Those snuggles for 10. As Niners fans, I'm just happy that we beat the Cowboys and destroyed their fans' dreams. Hope we win the NFC Championship, but we'll still be happy we made it this far with Big Cock Brock. How about them Cowboys? Justin Ziegler want Philly to go all the way, but the U.S. dodged the Bills-Eagles bullet. Infrastructure would collapse, tables would become extinct, and grassed poles will never recover. Greased poles.
Greased poles, yeah.
Oh, dude. That's
you know what's funny is they grease those poles and they still get up them because their friends push them up there and just.
Yeah. Oh, The Simpsons Cincinnati. If you guys love those BK songs, try hearing it after every other over watching while cricket on ESPN, because I do. Oh, dude, like every time I go on YouTube, you know what commercial I hear all the damn time now, and it's been nonstop for like the past 4 months? Adobe Premiere Plus.
Yes.
Fucking Happy Kelly. Like, come on. How many times do I have to hear that goddamn commercial?
Konnichiwa.
No, it's like, I'm Happy Kelly, and I like filling my ears filled with joy. And you want my videos to do it? Do better with time. And it's just like the same thing. It's just like, I don't care.
You know,
I don't want to hear about my videos are all super, super trippy and cut to the beat of music. I don't care.
You know what? For a while, I was getting StreamYard ads over, and I'm like, dude, I use StreamYard. Like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was looking up like Adobe Premiere, and I've gotten nothing but Adobe Premiere ads for the past 3 months.
I actually have access to Premiere. I don't use it because
same here.
I have Creative Suite. And I have Photoshop, Illustrator. I only use Photoshop, Illustrator, and Acrobat. But they do actually have some really good audio tools now. They have like this AI audio tool.
The problem is you have to pay monthly for it, and it's
Squirty Man, he's saying Premiere gets worse with every release, dude. Like
it keeps crashing.
It takes 9 hours to render a simple 10-minute video. Dude, I have Final Cut and I render in 1080 in 15 minutes. I couldn't imagine waiting 2 hours.
My new version of Corel Video Studio, it keeps crashing all the time whenever I try to
you gotta upgrade.
No, I did upgrade. That's the problem. I
got a new
upgraded to the newer version. Yeah, I upgraded over the summer.
No.
I told you, it keeps crashing.
Did you upgrade your hardware?
Yes.
Oh.
I upgraded my hardware, I upgraded my software, and it just keeps crashing.
You need more RAM. You need to get.
No, I have plenty of RAM. That's not the problem. It just keeps crashing.
Oh, Og Steven 2001. Scooter is crying in his basement still. Also, what the fuck was that play? Kellen Moore should be fired after that. How about them Cowboys? You know what you got to do? You got to clear out your cache. You got too much porno in there.
Oh no, I have my secret stash.
Too
that
much
ain't going
BBW.
You're
like Brett Maher. You like Brett Maher. You like him. You like him wide. All right, let's give our official predictions here, and then we'll call it a stream. I'm not letting Dodge on because she's going to talk too much shit.
Oh yeah, she'll talk all that smack. I don't blame.
She's going to talk shit. I'm only going to bring her back on when the Eagles lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then you can join us on the L bus.
Yes. Lots of L's everywhere you go.
All right, we got who is it?
We got Chiefs and Bengals, and we have the Eagles and Niners. So let's go with the first game, Chiefs and Bengals. Who is your pick 5 and why?
Mahomes is hobbled. I don't think Cincinnati can do it 2 years in a row. I'm going to go Chiefs.
See, I disagree with you. Bengals secondary's banged up. The Bengals have had the Chiefs' number for 3 straight times. They have beaten them every time it counts, even at Arrowhead. And at the same time, I don't think the Chiefs secondary can keep up. And Mahomes is banged up. I think that's the X factor. So what I'm going to say is I think the Bengals take it for the 4th time in a row.
Wow. God's butt monkey trying to get one before the buzzer. This week's random NFL player from the past, running back Chimamanda Biakabatuka, or as he went
Tim
by
Biakabatuka.
Yeah, he went
Oh,
by
that's
Tim.
an old name. Christopher Matu Ma'afala.
Yeah, that's a good one. How about
Daria Gunbawale. Although he's
how
more
about-
modern, but still.
Oh, Dodgers talking about the cars for kids. Yeah, if you're from the Northeast, you heard that.
What?
1-800
cars for kids. KARS cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today. I hear it on Westwood One broadcasts.
Yeah, that's
when they're on radio.
Who's donating their car? Before, you used to be able to write off the entire value, but then they changed the law. You can't.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
Ben
Jarvis Green Ellis. Oh, that's an old name.
Ooh,
I haven't heard that name in a long name.
Yes,
a long
the
time
law
since I've heard
firm.
that name.
All right, next game, NFC.
Yep, Niners and Eagles. This is a tough one. 5. What are you thinking?
My heart wants the Niners to win, but we can't have nice things. The Eagles honestly have the more complete team. The real question is, Purdy's such a wild card. Like, I mean, he was effective enough against the Cowboys. The Cowboys don't have a defense. Like, yeah, they have great players like Diggs and Parsons, and Parsons was a monster, but they still did enough. But I think the Eagles are just a better team than the Niners, so I'll go with the Eagles on this, unfortunately.
I feel you there. I'm going to go Eagles too. I think Brock Purdy, it tries to keep it close, but at the same time, the Eagles are more complete. I think the issue is the Niners are talented, but the Eagles defense is really strong. If they have a healthy Jordan Davis, it's going to be a nightmare for the rushing attack.
Yeah,
I hope the Niners win, but I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles are getting healthy too at the right time.
This should technically be the Super Bowl. This should be the Super Bowl.
Their only real losses were when Hurts was out, So good luck trying to beat them now that there's no Hurts. Yeah. And Sniper Sensei 97. The one thing I can say is Chiefs Bengals is going to be the same, whereas the 49ers Eagles will blow up because of the new young QBs with good weapons. Yeah, I don't know. My betting this weekend was bad. Like I took the over in the Niners game, and I took the Bills money line. Like
I didn't even try to bet this weekend.
Yeah, I bet like a fucking damn fool on that foosball.
Right.
All right. Looks like we made it through another show.
You know what?
What?
Injecty Chickeny.
Yes, we got to thank Injecty Chickeny for. You know what we should do? We should end the stream with us sleeping.
Yeah, we should. We should nap. A 5 points, fish. And you managed to
my dog's been sleeping here on the floor the whole time.
Good dog.
All right, I'll just curl up with the dog. Hi, boy. All right. You can turn the stream off whenever.
I'm trying to turn the stream off. I'm trying to nap. I can't.
He's like, why are you bothering me?
Well, what you gonna do? Good night, chat.